we have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That right there was the Tears of the Kingdom theme. What's this? I have a new monitor, so the webcam is sitting a bit differently. But yes, that was the Tears of the Kingdom theme by Lame Genie, because of course I play a bunch of their stuff. As a matter of fact, I played one of their songs from Tears of the Kingdom last week, and I didn't actually say what it was. That was actually Sidon's theme. It was a mixture of his theme from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. So there we go. Hello, Baked. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, and hello to you, Pastry Gal, as well, and same to you. But yes, Retro Sunday has returned after such a long time. Honestly, the whole thing was I still don't really have a good setup for the PS2, and I was the last Retro Sunday game I did was Code Veronica X, like the Resident Evil game. And I do need to do that game at some point or another, but honestly, I'm not really happy with the way that stream went, so I might just like figure out a better setup for the PS2 and just redo that sometime down the road. But we're not going to get into that right now. Hello to you as well, Rolls. Welcome back to the stream. Handing out the gift subs like a true champion. But yeah, so instead what I'm going to do, like I said last time I was streaming, I have been playing a shitload of Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm not actually going to stream it. However, I have been meaning to go back and stream a few other Zelda games, because the only Zelda game I've really streamed aside from Breath of the Wild is... Well, I was going to say, the only other one was Link's Awakening, but I actually streamed two different versions of Link's Awakening, the Game Boy Color version and the Switch remake. Still a damn good game. Anyway, we are going to be doing some Ocarina. We're going to be doing some Ocarina of Time on a totally legit N64. That's what I'm going to say to cover my bases. I've gone in and I've modified the N64 so that it can display at a higher frame rate and a little bit wider. That's what I've done. Yeah, I've figured out how to do that with the actual hardware. Yeah, and that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. So anyway, as I always do for these things, but I mean, come on, everybody knows what Ocarina of Time is. Me giving a rundown of these games is usually a bit more important when I'm doing something a bit more oddball, but like Mystical Ninja, but this. So, Ocarina of Time is, of course, the first 3D Legend of Zelda game, and it's basically, like, the progenitor of a lot of 3D action-adventure games to this date. And, you know... So there are so many games that were released after this that basically use the mechanics of Ocarina of Time as a template. As a matter of fact, I believe like the Legacy of Kain series and Uncharted both took some stuff from this. Because, I mean, this was the first time anyone really did a game like this. Which is, you know, neat. But anyway, Ocarina of Time was released back in November 21st of 1998. I believe that was the original Japanese release. But, yeah. And there were a few interesting... Obviously, I'm not terribly well prepared, but there were a few interesting things about that in terms of, like, their development. Like, for example, it was originally designed with the 64DD device in mind, the disk drive. But eventually they realized that that was not really viable, so they had to transfer it over. And it was developed concurrently with Super Mario 64, believe it or not. It was developed for more than $12 million with a staff of more than 200 people. The funny thing is, they weren't exactly sure how they were going to be able to pull this off. They were initially targeting about 16 megabytes in terms of, like, you know, how much space the game would take up. It was increased to 32, and it was Nintendo's largest game at that point. And they were actually kind of afraid that because of the data storage constraints of the cartridge, they weren't going to be able to really pull it off. So in a worst case scenario, believe it or not, Ocarina of Time was going to have a similar level structure as Mario 64, where Link would be stuck in Ganondorf's castle as a central hub, and you'd have a portal system kind of like the paintings. This is where the idea of the battle with a doppelganger Ganondorf that rides through paintings came from, that same idea. What are a couple of more interesting tidbits? The flow, yeah, the whole flow of time is another thing that came up during development at this point. Another thing I thought was interesting is that the development team was new to 3D games, but assistant director Makoto Miyanaga recalled a passion for creating something new and unprecedented. Despite the setting being a medieval tale of sword and sorcery, Miyamoto used the Chanbara samurai genre of Japanese sword fighting as a model for the game's combat, and he was content with the positive worldwide reception. The development involved more than 120 people, including stunt performers used to capture the effects of sword fighting and Link's movement. Apparently, it was originally supposed to be played in first-person perspective, to enable the players to take in the vast terrain of Hyrule Field better and let the team focus more on developing enemies and environments. The concept was abandoned once the idea of a child Link was introduced, and Miyamoto believed it necessary for Link to be visible on screen. Makes sense. I don't know how a first-person version of this would have worked, but I'm sure, one of these days, right? Originally, the Z targeting system involved a generic marker, but this fellow Koizumi who worked on the game changed the design to that of a fairy to make it look less robotic. The fairy gained the name of the Fairy Navigation System amongst staff, and ultimately this turned into the nickname Navi, which in turn resulted in the birth of Navi's character. The birth of Navi was a pivotal point in the story's development, so yeah, Navi wasn't even supposed to be in the game originally. But it was just basically a thing that was added in to make it not look, as silly, I guess. I feel like there was something else in here too. Oh yeah, Miyamoto wanted to make a game that was cinematic yet distinguished from films. Takumi Kawagoe, who creates the cutscenes for Nintendo, said that his priority was to have the player feel and control the action. To promote this instantaneous continuity of cinematic gameplay, the cutscenes in Ocarina of Time are completely generated with real-time computing on the N64 and do not use pre-rendered full-motion video. So yeah, all the graphics that are used in the actual cutscenes are just straight-up graphics from the game, because they just wanted to make it look like everything fit, which makes sense if you stop and think about it. It never occurred to me before that was a thing that they did. But yeah. But let's see if I can see what some of the influences were, because I thought a couple of them were interesting. Oh, the other funny thing about this is I think it... Where was this bit of information? Oh yes, it was commercially successful, no duh, and it sold more than 7 million copies worldwide. In the United States, it received more than 3 times more pre-orders than any other game at the time. So it's insane. Nowadays, that's not exactly too strange of a thing for a big, really big name game. But back in 1998, to sell 7 million copies of a video game is absurd. So it was a big deal, is what we're getting at here. But yeah, let's see here. In terms of impact and legacy, we've got... Apparently, former Rockstar Games Vice President of Creativity Dan Houser said in 2012 that anyone who makes 3D games who says they've not borrowed something from Mario or Zelda on the N64 is lying. Rockstar founder and Grand Theft Auto director Sam Houser cited the game's influence, describing Grand Theft Auto 3 as Zelda meets Goodfellas. I don't know that I'd describe it as that, but okay. The director of Okami, Hideki Kamiya, has said the same, said that he was influenced by Zelda when he developed Okami, and the Soul Reaver and Uncharted director Amy Hennig cited Zelda as an influence for the Legacy of Kain series, noting Ocarina of Time's influence on Soul Reaver. And the creator of Dark Souls and the director of Ico both cited Zelda as an influence on their games as well. Because for Dark Souls, it's they view this as being more or less... It's a sort of textbook for 3D action games. And it's true, this was basically the genesis of most of these things, right? I don't know, it's interesting to just think of the history of it, but there we are. But I feel like I've rambled on about that long enough, so let's actually get this going, shall we? It's going to take a little bit of doing. Not a whole lot of doing, but a little bit of doing. Now, speaking of a bit of doing, something that did not take as much work as I thought it would is I'm not going to stream anything yet on it, but I did manage to get my PS3 to work with the capture card. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that because I've heard a lot of horror stories about how difficult a PS3 can, you know, play with that kind of thing. So that means next time I stream in a Snot Ocarina, I think I might do a little... I've never really played a Katamari game before. This belongs to a friend of mine. So yeah, we'll see what that goes like. There we go. That's a little preview for next time. But right now, let's actually see if we can get this rolling. Where's it to? There it is. I need to, let's see, do this. I don't think the sound is too horribly loud. I've adjusted that in the pre-stream. Now the question is it going to work? Okay, it's there. It's there. I was a bit afraid there for a minute. Oh, I missed that earlier, Pastry. Was it today you learned that you can get Bluetooth adapter kits for your OG N64 controllers? I think you can do that for most older systems now, which is interesting. The dialogue and story in Katamari is wild. I've heard that. I'm not gonna lie, my only experience with Katamari games is I played the demo on the Switch for the remake of the first game, and that's it. I know people who absolutely love the series, but I've never actually played any of them. So this is going to be an interesting experience. Also, yes, I already have a save file on here called Lunk. That was just to test the stream. So let's get rid of old Lunk. And let's begin, shall we? See, I could just straight up call him Cap, which I often do for save files and stuff, but that's the name they use in the game, and I just feel weird when somebody calls Link something that's not Link. It begins! In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. I didn't pick the name. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. I did pick that name. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy, and has a creepy tendency of sleeping with his eyes open. Really weirds people out. I need to turn the volume down a tad. I've always loved this cutscene because it looks like Ganon is just waving like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hi, kid. What are you doing at this late hour? Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? A climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces are even now mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. Is that sleeping with your eyes open is an actual medical condition? One of the chef instructors in the college has it? Oh, really? Well, I suppose, yeah, it is kind of a thing, isn't it? I've never come across anybody myself who sleeps like that. Hell, maybe I sleep like that and I don't know it. I'd like to think somebody would have told me by now if that was the case. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the odor of the world. It's a pleasant odor, it's nice and pine-scented. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. Oh, I know my eyes would look stoned all the time? Okay. Nah, I just look like I'm tired all the time, so I probably don't have that condition. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon me. Why has he gotta be humping that rock in public? This intro was just burned into my brain.
Hello!
Hello, Link! Wake up! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Was that you never thought of it as humping until just before I said it? How did you not notice it before? I don't know, it was the thing my mind immediately went to. What does that say about me? Ah, hello, Zach. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. It has been a long time. It's good to see you again. You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Yeah, okay. I wasn't doing anything important anyway. Having terrible dreams, that's all. But hey, what else is new? Yahoo! Yahoo! Hi, Link! No, I'm not going to give her that voice. Yahoo! I'm a cone. Link's house. I presume Link drew this. I presume Link really wants to fight Godzilla is what I'm getting out of this. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree. Go talk to that tree. Who is our lord and father of all.
Listen!
Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. What do you think I'm doing? Just ahead, Great Deku Tree's meadow. Of course, because the last major Zelda game I've played is Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to be real fun getting used to not being able to jump whenever I want. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. You gotta come up with a better nickname, man. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. Aren't we all children? Isn't that our whole shtick? Like we're all eternal children? You're not a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Yeah, alright. If you insist. We have original forest goods. Hi, Link. Look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. What is this Z which you speak? Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. I've also always found it a little weird that this guy just keeps doing that. You know, I think the theory in my head right now is the fact that the counter is just a little bit too high, so he has to constantly leap over it so he can see who he's talking to. Which seems like a real design flaw because nobody in this village is that tall. Because again, they're all children. This shop, it sells things you can get in the forest for free. You know how to use the Deku Shield? When you get the shield, press start. To get into the subscreen, select the equipment subscreens that are on. It's true, there is a stump right there that he could use, but obviously he wasn't thinking ahead. Choose the item you want to equip, press A to equip that item. Once you equip it, hold Alt with R and change its angle with that. Teehee. Welcome! We sell shields, but not swords. If set on fire, it will burn. The other thing I have to wonder is what kind of economy does the forest have, because I don't think any of us are allowed to leave. So it's a very, very small area, and it's just stepping stones in the pond. If you boldly go in the direction you want to jump, you will leap automatically. If you hop around on the stones, you'll become happier. Are you sure that's not you'll become happier? Oh well, I mean, that works. Oh, you have a fairy now? That's great, Link! What? You've been called by the Great Deku Tree? What an honor! I may give you a special gift. That's because the Great Deku Tree is our father, the Forest Guardian, and he gave life to all of us Gokri. Hey, by the stone, pick it up. Mido, you made me pick up the rocks in front of his house. Sure. Kick up, he says. That just seems like a weird way to cover his own very strange fetish. But then again, maybe it's Mido's very strange fetish. I wouldn't put anything past him. He does seem like a bit of a jerk. Although this further lends credence to the idea that rupees just kind of spontaneously generate in Legend of Zelda games. Because how else would an economy even work in a place this small? You'd only have the same pool of money floating around. And buying stuff that nobody actually needs. Well, I suppose it works like that in real life too, doesn't it? Come to think of it. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. Best place to go to learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just above here. House of the Know-It-All Brothers. I presume they didn't make that sign themselves. The fire pit looks really strange. The pot is so sharply detailed, and the fire pit is not. I can teach you about the icons at the top of the screen. 3 yellow icons at the upper right are called C icons. Display the things you can use with those buttons. Once you get a C button item, go into select subscreen. Yeah. Okay, I think I know most of this well enough. No. Well, if you play around with it, you'll figure it out. Want to learn about the map and items, just ask me. But don't ask unless you want to hear a long explanation. I'm fine. Just remember this. If you want to save, press start to get to the subscreens, and then press B. Look, I don't want to listen to your long explanations, I just want to destroy your furniture. Okay? Alright. I want to destroy your furniture and steal your money. Forest Training Center. Don't recklessly cut signs. Read them carefully. Thrust attack signs. Thrust with your sword, press towards your target while Z targeting, then press B. Cut grass with your sword. Just swing with B, you'll cut horizontally. If you hold Z as you swing, you'll cut vertically. Can I not pick up the rocks? Okay, I can't pick up the rocks because they're there for that specific purpose. That makes sense, I guess. Okay. Hole of Z. Hole of Z, I guess. Let's go through the small hole. Good. Stand in front of the hole and push that towards it. Or press A to crawl into the hole. Hello, child. Crawl into the small hole. Distressing. When you have no object to look at, you can just look forward instead. Stop moving and then change the direction you are facing, or hold down Z for a little while. This can help you get oriented in the direction you want to face. It's quite convenient! If you hold down Z, you can walk sideways while facing straight ahead. Walking sideways can be a very important technique in dungeon corridors. Turn around and try doing this right now! Indeed. Or you can use it to outrun a boulder. That works too. Visit the House of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all your item-related questions. You got the Kokiri Sword. Sword, you heard me. Sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Is this a dagger? Yeah, fuck you, sign! I remember I was straight up amazed as a kid about the different ways you can slice up the signs. Ow. I thought there was kind of like a diagonal slice I could do too, but I can't remember how you pull that off. Not that I ever really need to do it, but... you know. It's something I remember. just do this. Poke. Who's the big man now? I have a sword! Who's Mr. No Fairy now? Everyone now is Mr. No Sword! That meanie Mido made me cut the grass at Saria's house. Mido told Saria he would do it so she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? I'll let you keep anything that you find while cutting it. I mean, if you just step away, I can cut that one for you, but alright. House of Twins. My sister took some rupees and went shopping at the store that has a red roof. Speaking of rupees, a green one is worth 1, a blue one is worth 5, and a red one was worth 20. But did that? Teehee. Teehee. Damn it. I jumped too far! I can't remember if there's any specific thing I can do up there, or if that's just a random hollow. Hell, I can't even remember what's up the other way. That might actually lead to the forest temple. I know that one down there leads out. You came all the way up here? You're a real man! Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with that, so you can look around the forest. They're all pretty obsessed with being a real man for eternal children, but maybe they would be. Forest folk shall not leave these woods. Not allowed to leave the forest. Great Deku Tree said that if a Kokiri leaves the woods, he or she will die. Okay, I'm pretty sure I definitely have enough to buy the shield, so let's go deal with that. Hey look, arrows for a weapon that I cannot possibly get yet. Let's go have a gander up here before I actually go talk to the Deku Tree. I can't for the life of me remember what's up here. I think this does lead to the forest temple, though. Maybe. Maybe. The Lost Woods. The current time is 12. The statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Yeah, there's not much I can do there yet. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. No one gets to see the wizard! Not no way, not no how. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria in the Great Deku Tree, huh? That's right, you take your little pointed shoes and you leave. Deku Baba. Though it looks withered, it will hurt you if you touch it. You got a Deku stick. You want to put it away, stand still and press A. You can carry up to 10 sticks, but don't waste them. Hello, Tree Daddy. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. He's the only person in the game who talks like this, if I remember correctly. I don't know why he does, he just does. Although I suppose he probably is pretty ancient. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. What about my power? We don't talk about that. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Sure. Whatever you say, Tree Daddy. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link, and Link, when Navi speaks, use that to listen well to her words of wisdom. Now then, enter me. Enter the Tree Daddy. I've made this so much worse. That's all I'm going to be able to think of the Deku Tree as now. No. Well, there's your problem. Tree Daddy's infested. You know, when lunges it, use standing upright. Cut it quickly to get a Deku stick. Though I also wanted to get some of these. We got a Deku nut. It will flash and stun the enemy. Go into the horribly infested Tree Daddy. Get all those sticks and nuts. Skullwaltula. Be careful not to touch it. I didn't realize the Skulltulas on the walls actually had different names, but here we are. You found the dungeon map. Oh, a happy little Link fellow there. Look at this wall! The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. mean, maybe, but I don't really want to right now. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. What's the A button? I don't know. It will hide in the grass if you get close to it. Bounce the nuts it spits back at it. Or I can, you know, get hit right in the ass with it. Either way. Ow! Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the stick forward, you will roll on the ground. When you land, and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you are feeling bold. Link had to do a full 360 slide to see that the door opened. God damn, I've gained my Dennis the Menace powers. Release C to unleash a Deku Seed. Unleash. Aha, a secret. Miserable little hole of secrets. You got Deku Seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. Six nuts and seeds from Tree Daddy. Tree Daddy giveth. Right, like you climb that wall with your weird little mitten hands. The early days 3D graphics. Big Skulltula. Its soft belly is the sweet one. I always found it odd that they make like really creaky door noises. Oh. But I wanted those nuts. Alas, no nuts for me. Looks like that torch was burning not too long ago. Ah, joke's on you, I wanted to come up here. course, I hardly ever use the Deku Nuts, so I don't suppose there's any real reason for me to get them. Sticks, on the other hand, are rather useful. See the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. But really, the only thing that's hidden is the single chest, and then there's the boss, and that's it. Yeah, I never recall this dungeon being terribly big or complicated. It's not like it's the water temple or anything. Let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to that. The water temple. Keep a faith! I thought I had to jump clean into that, but maybe I'm mistaken. Am I supposed to torch it? I honestly can't remember. I like how this is right after me saying, it's like, hey, you know, I remember this dungeon being real straightforward and stuff. I was like, but how do I do this? Oh yeah, I forgot they can actually charge you. They're not stationary obstacles. Oh, god damn it. Come on, there was a little bit of a handhold there, Link. You could have done it. I believe in you. Sometimes. Now, it could be I just didn't. I just didn't land dead center and I was supposed to. It's possible. Yep. I had to be very specific about where I landed, that's all. Oh, so now we're in those gold bastards. Excuse me while I merge into the wall. I need to become one with Tree Daddy. Oh, there's another one over there. I didn't realize I could find so many gold skulltulas in here. Like, right off the hop. but I want it. Oh yeah, the web over there. Hot damn. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. You think I'm a traitor? Yeah. I do, but I appreciate it. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Interesting, twisted things. Oops. Oh, I have to... For some reason I thought I could climb up there. I guess I can't. Well, at this point it's just well for me to wait. Although honestly, I probably had plenty of time to do it. And of course now I don't. I'm only just now noticing that the symbol on the buttons is the Gyarados symbol. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Not really. How dare you? Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. I have to use my mighty muscles. Yeah, because the same symbol's on the block too, isn't it? How very weird. Oh, they just regrow. Well, they just regrow as a means to get me more of these sticks, I guess. Guess I didn't have any. Makes sense. when it gets ready to pounce. So is there any point to being in this area, or...? I mean, that does seem like a destructible wall of some sort, but I don't get any bombs here, so maybe it's not. I can't recall. Because if I'm going to be honest, I think it's been maybe 15 years at least since I played Ocarina of Time. So there's a lot of it I'm probably not going to remember, let's be real. Oh yeah, I can't really easily get up to that one. Because... I need to get to this one over here instead. Beep! I bet you it stinks in here. Think of all the mold. All the moisture I'm swimming in. Unless this is sap, which maybe is even more gross? Okay, so 23 is number 1, eh? So this guy first. How did you know our secret? How irritating! Your brother betrayed you. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Traitors. Traitors one and all. Here we go. Boss fight number 1. Not a good one if you're afraid of bugs. Parasitic armored arachnid, Goma! Run. It's one of the parasitic monsters inside the Deku tree. Its eye is vulnerable when it's red. keys. The first instance of Link getting used to horrifying death. I just killed a horrifying arachnid monstrosity. I watched it disintegrate before my very eyes. I'm scarred for life. It's only gonna get worse from here, kid. Go into the light, my son. All will be well. Well done, Link. Although his mouth is open, if he speaks with his mouth, I guess it's more like, Link. Steadily courage. I'm assuming this is a telepathic thing, though, so we're not going to go that far. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. You think there was a chest behind the roots? Yeah, let's go check that out. I didn't actually go around the back. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Nah. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Gaze into my gaping mouth. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Aurora, the goddess of courage. Creation lore! Din. With her strong flaming arm, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Aurora, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. By their powers combined, they are Captain Planet. Or the Triforce, I guess. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. It feels silly when they call them triangles, but that's exactly what it is, so you know, what can I say? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. I feel a bit weird about you constantly calling him the desert man, if I'm being honest. There's something really suspect about that I didn't really twig to as a kid. But you know, I'll roll with it. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power, and sapped all of my sap. Sapped all the sap of Tree Daddy. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. I like how Link had to sit for that. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Hot damn. How much is it worth, I wonder? Or if I was a Goron, I'd be asking what it tasted like. Mint. I bet you it tastes like mint. You got the Kokri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Tree Daddy, no! Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Link strolls out of the grove. So hey guys, tree's dead. Hope none of you were too attached to Tree Daddy because we're all technically orphans now. Well, one of the Sheikah stones is back here. But that's only on that side. Let's go check the other. There might be something on the other side. Let's go check it out. Although it might just be this thing. Yeah, it's just this thing. If I remember correctly, you get a specific mask, you can talk to the Sheikah stones and they give you hints and stuff. Or maybe that was just Majora's Mask. That might have just been Majora's Mask, I can't remember. Tree's dead. Hey Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree. Did he die? Yes, and I killed him. How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Whatever, man, I'm leaving. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where's the castle? What's the castle? Mito is very upset. Did something happen to him? I hope it did. Something's gonna happen to him right now. Motherfucker's gonna get robbed blind. And he's gonna watch me do it. Deal with it. Hey, what are you doing to my house? I just told you I'm going to rob you blind. And I did, and now I'm going to leave. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where is the castle? Fuck you, Mito! Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? Gotta die sometime. Oh, you're leaving. I like how this implies that the Kokiri can kind of turn invisible because you don't see her when you run by first. You can see the fairy, but you don't see her. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I mean, kind of. You're functionally immortal. I leave here, I don't know. I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. How does this work? I don't know how to play this shit. Link can't carry a tune in a bucket. You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. On the select item subscreen, you set it to, yeah. And play different notes. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. I like how Link's reaction is to kind of act terrified and then run away. I mean, he's a child, and he's a particularly weird one at that, so maybe that's a natural reaction. Oh no, the owl. I have to be very careful when talking to the owl. I'm stuck in a goddamn loop. Woohoo! Link, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. And Link just looks up and is like, this owl is fucking talking to me! I mean, Tree Daddy I can accept, but this... Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Yes. Yes. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I love you, bye-bye. Big terrifying owl man. Sky Daddy. The road is disappearing behind me. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I just lost Tree Daddy, so I suppose it's only natural that I get Sky Daddy. Speaking of Sky Daddy, there he is again. Darkness is falling. The sun is going down so fast. Don't be afraid of the stall child, just attack it repeatedly. Don't be afraid of the stall child, just flail wildly. Well, I can't quite get into the castle yet, so let's go into Lon Lon Ranch instead. I'm assuming the sun is just terrified of me. We'll look at it that way. My power is such that the sky itself fears me. Oh. Hi, Luigi. What? What are you doing hanging around here, you little weirdo? I am Ingo, and I mind the ranch. I've been working at this ranch for a long time for that lazy bum Talon. Today, for example, he's gone somewhere for a delivery and he hasn't come back yet. So I'm doing all the work around here. Oh well, it's tough to be a working man. chickens? These stairs are awkwardly built. That chair is weirdly broken. Maybe that's Ingo's chair. He doesn't rank a fully built chair. Well, there's a skeletal up there, but there's not much I can do to get that right now, I don't think. I don't think there's a whole hell of a lot I can do along long range, period, yet. Other than be menaced by birds. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab myself a little drink of water. I'll be right back. We'll leave Link amongst the chickens. And I have returned. Although, honestly, maybe it would have been better to wait outside so that the time could pass, but, you know, then I might have been murdered by something. Speaking of murdering something... Oh, I can't actually hit them. I was trying to get my comeuppance by being destroyed by Fowl. But I guess it's not going to happen. Thankfully, the moon is also Bookums. If I remember correctly, I think time only really passes in Hyrule Field. Which is good, because time seems to pass real goddamn quick. Let me in, 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 let me in. Thank you. Welcome to Hyrule Castletown. It's a peaceful, prosperous town. Yep, absolutely nothing bad happening here. Man, I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it. Press A again to toss it. Buddy, I like your style. I got a better way to break them, though. So the more of them you kill at night, the bigger they spawn. If you hack the game so nights last longer, they can get pretty big. I think I remember that, actually, from back in the day. Because I remember, I think it might have actually been one time that either I or my brother was playing this, and the same thing happened. Night fell just as we got to Hyrule Castletown, so we just stayed out in the field killing stall children, I think they're called, all night. And by the time... by the time day broke, they started getting pretty big. Who doesn't love a little pointless destruction? I'm late for a very important date. Indeed. Oh, what a crazy guy! Can you believe this guy was crazy enough to try to sneak into the castle to see Princess Zelda? Oh, because of this idiot, they've tightened security at the castle. You jerk! I wanted to see Princess Zelda. I avoided the guards, swam through the moat. I was almost there when they caught me. I found a small drain hole on the right side of the castle that I thought I could sneak into, but I got stuck there. The person behind the counter has no arms. Look at them. Look at them back there. They're a tube. They're basically a tube. Do you know about the Temple of Time that we have in the northeastern part of town? Legends say that the Temple of Time is the entrance to the sacred realm. Did you know that? Please, with C, sell me something with C. I have nothing for you, I'm sorry. I made a lot of money. Maybe I should go look for more things to sell. I know. I should go to Lake Hylia. Many things float down the river and end up there. Haha. Have you heard the legend of the Shadow Folk? They are the Sheikah, the shadows of the Hylians. They say they swore allegiance to the King of Hyrule and guarded the royal family. But with the long peace, no one has seen a Sheikah around here for a long time. However, I heard there was one Sheikah woman living in the castle. Hey, Forest Boy, this is the city of Hyrule. Take your time and enjoy the sights. If you came here to see Hyrule Castle, take the street on your right. If you want to see the back alleys of town, take the street to the left. This woman looks like she has an itch in a very specific spot of her back that she can't reach. And that's exactly it! I didn't even remember that's what it was! I'm not dancing, you know, my back itches! I didn't realize. We've all been there, lady. Attack the chicken. Dog. My precious little puppy's fur coat is very special compared to the other mutts around here. I wonder what happened to my back scratcher. I've got one shaped like a cat's paw around here somewhere. And I'm not talking about, like, my actual cat. I'm talking about, like, you know, one of those extendable ones. I really have to find that thing again. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malin. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Kid, have you been to Lon Lon Ranch? Their milk is delicious. This is delicious. Yes. There are many horses there, and the young daughter of the ranch owner is cute. To get to Lon Lon Ranch after you leave town, head due south across the field. You should visit the ranch at least once. I did, there was an asshole there. And, I mean, the daughter is here. Oh, you are more beautiful than Princess Zelda. Oh. This beard is my pride and joy. Doesn't it look luxuriant, kid? What? You're looking for the guy from Lon Lon Ranch? Maybe. I saw a guy with a shabby-looking beard delivering some boxes to the castle. Treasure chest contest temporarily closed. Open tonight. Because he's sleeping on the job, if you remember correctly. I think he is. Oh, this. I remember this. I remember hating this. Speaking of sleeping on the job. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not open for business yet. Please come back soon. I doubt anywhere is open for business at this point. Don't lean on the counter. Don't disturb other customers. You want to play a game? It's 20 rupees for play. This is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. Damn it. Damn it. Too bad. Practice hard and come back. Let's try that again. I'm not going to spend too much time at this, but let's try it again. Motherfucker! I almost had it! This time you gotta do it. Alright. Ah, damn! I hesitated. Hesitation's a killer. Do it again, do it again! One more time! Ah, screw you! Wonderful, bravo, perfect! Here's a fantastic present. Hot damn. What a strange shop. I wonder when it'll be open for business. I read the sign there, but it still seems weird. Happy Mask Shop. Please read the sign before you use the shop. How the shop works. We do not sell masks at this shop, we just lend them to you. You sell the loan masks on your own. You pay back the money for the mask and we will lend you a newer model. You can borrow a mask you have already sold again, however you can sell each model of mask only once. Please try our shop. It is a very weird setup, one must admit. But then you have to remember who owns the place. An extreme weirdo in his own right. There's a rumor going around that there is a potion shop that can make the ultimate medicine. Welcome! Hey kid, if you want to carry medicine, you need a container to put it in. So it's someone who is crazy about weird things like this. Ah, blue fire. Use it to feel refreshing coolness. But I have no bottles. I am bottleless. I heard a rumor there's a monster that eats alien shields somewhere out there in the world. Have you ever seen it? Ah, yes. One thing I haven't talked about Tears of the Kingdom yet is that likes are back in the game if you haven't played it, and they're even more disturbing. As if that was a possibility. But I don't like it. I really don't. Nah, you don't really have anything I want to buy. I will play to you the song of my people. Time. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. He who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That's how the inscription reads. Well, I guess we'll just check out the back alleys and, head up to the castle. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing, but I suppose at the very least I should see if I can get in to see Zelda. Hey, what? What's wrong with loitering around all day? Huh, kid? Strange, this door isn't open. Oh, it seems strange that packs of dogs roam our streets at night. Doesn't that seem weird to you? Hey, Sonny, I'll tell you something helpful. I heard there's a mysterious fountain somewhere near the castle. Nobody home. Strange, this door doesn't open. But all doors should be open to me. I'm the hero, damn it. They say we Hylians have big ears in order to hear the voices of the gods, but I've never heard them. Haven't seen them either. Why do you think I'm up here? Oh no, it's the owl. Sky Daddy! Hey Link, this way! The princess is inside the castle just ahead. You mean she's not in another castle? No, it's not Mario. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Woo. On this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going to go now? You want to hear what I said again? No. I like how they change it up every time you talk to the damn owl, so you can't just breeze through it. Freaking owl. Ooh, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. The Great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? Where do you think we are? God damn it, Navi, it's right there. Come to think of it, maybe I should have bought some bombs, but I think I need to get a bomb bag first. Dead end. These guards are so good at their jobs. I have yet to play Spyro for Retro Sunday, though I probably should. I do believe I own it somewhere. I think it's on Steam now. I think I own the copy of it on Steam. So that might be another option one of these days. Yes, I do have it on Steam. Alright, good. Confirmation. Oh, look, he's a sleepy boy. Hi, Mario. Hi, Bowser. I love that he's got, like, a Bowser bolo tie. Welcome. A wrench is so fun. Come on, look around. If I remember correctly, I actually do need to do something to wake him up, don't I? I'm pretty sure I don't have anything I can wake him up with here. It's a weird goddamn place to go to sleep, too. Okay, yeah. I probably have to go talk to Malon again. Well, the quickest way to get out of here is to get kicked out, so... Hey, fellas. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to sea and see what happens. Okay, I think I need to wait for it to hatch. Look, a chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. I'll say it's goddamn miraculous. I just got that thing. It's almost as miraculous as how quickly the sun rises and sets. That's only moat money. They're not gonna miss it. Now listen here, old man. Like, seriously, listen. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. Went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest and I guess I fell asleep. What? Melon is looking for me. I'm gonna catch her from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Melon behind to wait for me. Yeah, she's been standing by the fountain for days. She's really gonna let me have it. Look at him go. Ah yes, the door, the snotted door. I can't recall if I actually need both crates. I'm pretty sure I do to make that gap. Yes. Ah, yes. And now I become Solid Snake. Such cheery music for breaking into a castle. Will my greed get the better of me? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Greed is good! Honestly, sinking by him down on the ground might have been easier. The perspective is kind of screwing me up here. Nope, we're good. My, what an epic looking statue that is. I'm only just now noticing the guards are wearing short pants. I think they're wearing short pants anyway. Maybe that's just the way their leggings look. This motherfucker's trying to get his steps in. Ah, screw you! I'm in. Now, what we're here for. Assassinate the princess. If I remember correctly, there's some Easter eggs here. Yeah, there you go. Yoshi, Peach, Mario, specifically with the wing cap, Bowser, Luigi. I don't think there's anything over here, though. No, this corridor is not as cool. gotta pay the troll toll. I guess, I don't know. Chicken. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? I've got bad news for you. They really suck at their job. That's probably gonna bite you in the ass later. You're just staring at her. Oh, what's that? What's that? A fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Do you have it? No. Well, that's odd. I thought you might be the one from my dream. You really don't have it? Tell me the truth. Do you have it? No. Your only answer is yes. Because destiny says so. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. No big deal. Please keep this a secret from everyone. No. Come on, don't be a blabbermouth. Please keep this a secret from— it's a secret to everybody. Legend goes like this. I know, Tree Daddy told me. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it would lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. I am indeed a blabbermouth. I can't help it. I gotta go tell the next person I see. Hey, Malon! Malon! You want to hear about the Sacred Realm? Flower Cam. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the Sacred Realm from our world. The entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. Ocarina of Time. Do you understand well the story I just told you? Yes. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. It's a hobby. Princesses lead boring lives. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? No. Yeah, I may as well. Look at the swagger. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gyarados. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. Dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning. Yet. Yes. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world! Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. I don't believe you. Link, the real asshole. Please believe me. My prophecies have never been wrong. Why, just yesterday I thought I was going to get ice cream, and then I told the guards to get me ice cream, and then I got ice cream. It's real! It's like I'm currently having a prophecy that you're going to have a boot up your ass if you don't tell me you believe me. Please. Okay. Thank you. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have gone. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You're 10. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. I can go brag to all kinds of people. But I would have liked to have kept the chicken. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. The hell did you come from? I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. And now it's glowing and shit. And Link just looks up at him, but are you seeing this? Is it supposed to do that? I've only just learned how to play this thing. You've learned Zelda's lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. Let me throw you out of the castle. She grabs Link by the leg and just hammer throws him. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Yeah, everyone really is into wearing shorts. I'm assuming it's very warm in Hyrule. Maybe the adventure starts during the summer. Shorts, short pants, and skirts. The legs must be free. Everyone's gotta show off them gams. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with royal family. The princess is waiting for you with... the princess! Princess! The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. And now Link's blind. Let's head back over to Longmont Ranch, though. I don't know if there's anything in particular I can do there right now, but I want to go check it out. But the sun, it's going down. Can I get there before nightfall? I did! Can't believe that I, the great Ingo, am working in this dump of a ranch. As the owner is so lazy, I always have to do all the work around here. I, the hard-working Ingo, should be in charge, not that lazy bum Talon. What the hell are you doing? I'm awake already. What? Well, I'll be if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. Took some doing, but I finally got Melon back in a good mood. So what are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands, you say? How about a little game? Keep him hitting them up too hard. These 3 cuckoos I have here are special super cuckoos. I'm going to throw these cuckoos into that there gaggle of normal cuckoos. You can pick out these 3 special birds from among the normal cuckoos within the time limit. I'll give you something good. Can't find them, I win. Okay. Start looking! Oh, damn. It's plumb incredible. It's the last one. You found them all. Hey, you got the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. But they're chickens. How'd you like to marry Malin, huh? Sure. I was just kidding. Just kidding. Think you're a little young for that, aren't you? I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. Fuck yeah, a bottle. I forgot that's how you got one of the bottles. Speaking of Malin, where is she? Ah yes, she's there with Horse Friend. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard that you found my dad. How did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend, fairy boy. She's this horse. Her name is Epona. Isn't she cute? He doesn't seem to like me. Seems like Epona is afraid of you, fairy boy. No kidding. I need you to love me! Come back! We need to be the bestest of friends. Fine. My mother composed this song. Isn't it nice? Let's sing together. Okay, I guess I can't learn it yet. Fair enough. Anyway. Unfortunately, that's gonna have to be it for tonight. Not a bad start. Yes, Link, I am tired as well. Anyway, if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you'll find folks to join me again next time, which will be, I don't know, I'm hoping I'll be able to throw in another stream sometime this week, but work is still going to be insane and probably will remain insane until the end of June. So I'm hoping I'll be able to, you know, before... Link is really tired, apparently. But yeah, I'm hoping before I stream this again, I'll be able to throw in this. But we'll see what we can do. But until then, as always, I thank you for stopping by to watch if you did indeed do so, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. But until then, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great night. So long for now.